Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you doing? How not day? So I'm gonna try to stay as short as possible, but I need to talk about this. UK women calling police on their husbands. So a that is a serious topic that we're going to have to deal with. Anyway, before I deal with that, first things first is I'm trying to get this to be straight. I don't know how me if something is not straight, it's gonna give me a headache. Someone said, "Am I observing fasting?" No, but I congratulate anybody who's observing fasting. May God accept your fast. Fasting is compulsory in Islam. Nobody told Christians to fast for 40 days. I don't know where you guys got it from, but it's definitely not the teachings of Christ. It is you people just wanting to do whatever it is you want to do. In Matthew chapter 4, Christ went into the wilderness, fasting 40 days and 40 nights, looking for the devil to tempt him. Go and read Matthew chapter 4. So when you tell me you want to fast like Christ, I now start wondering, are you looking for Christ to tempt afresh? So are you looking for the devil to tempt you? Because for Islam, it's compulsory to fast, and there's a proper way in which the fasting has been outlined. For Christianity, people just do whatever they want and say it is Christianity. That's how they don't eat meat on Friday, and they say it's Christianity. My mom doesn't eat meat on Friday, and it annoys me when she brings it and says, we don't eat meat on Friday. I say, who asked you people not to eat meat? Who told you people not to? Where do you people get that thing from? Doctrines of men that people turn into religion. So please, if you're a Muslim and you're fasting, may God accept your fast. Fasting is one of the, if I'm correct, I'm not a scholar in Islam, it's one of the five pillars of Islam. I'm not, I stand corrected. But for Christianity, there's nowhere in scripture where we're mandated to fast for 40 days and 40 nights. As a matter of fact, it makes absolutely zero sense. The essence of Christ's fasting was so that he could be tempted. He went looking for the devil. Go and read Matthew chapter 4. He went looking for the devil to tempt him. And when he was hungry, the devil came and gave him 3 temptations. Do not turn stones to bread. Turn stones to bread. Jump from the highest mountain, and you be from the tip of the temple, and the angels will catch you. And worship me, and I'll give you the kingdoms of this world. The 3 temptations. So instead of you to walk in what Christ has already solved, you people want to go back to look for the devil. That's why every day you are turning your stone to bread. What is your stone? What you have around you, your body, turn it to bread. Everything you have, you just sell. Let's not go in there. So for those of you who are looking forward to Christian fast, not just bother yourself. Nonsense. You can decide to fast, but when it becomes a religion and it becomes 40 days and somebody is pushing it down your throat, and then you are making yourself feel like, and then they're not saying you can fast from social media, you can fast from this, fast from that. Please, 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 please. So anyway, that's not why we're here from. You can fast to pray to God, but that 40 days, 40 nights, that Lent is, forgive me, but it's complete bollocks. The worst is that Friday you don't eat meat. Where do you get that from? People don't cook something and just put religion on it and say God said. Please, please eat your meat on Friday. Unless you can show me somewhere in the Bible where Christ did not eat meat on Friday. Oh, because they hung Christ on the cross. Christ is now meat, will now not eat meat. I just like to waste people's time. So let's talk about what brought us here. Women in the UK calling their husbands, calling police on their husbands. First of all, I want to start why. Forget women in the UK. People in the UK, they have issues. Normal UK people, they stingy. I'm not making this up. Oh. I was driving today. I just got a call. Got a call. I just picked the phone straight to my ear. Hello. Yeah, Daddy Freeze, want to do some promotion. I need your blah, 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 blah. I need your rates. Till now, I never send the rates. As I just carry the phone, look the number. I just say UK number. I say, story go many. They go price. You will go back and forth. When they call you and they say, and I tell them my rate is 2 million for an hour, they'll say, can we do 15 minutes? As in that one, they cruise me. UK people, I get them like 10 in the last 1 month. As in, they will look and say two. I say no. The minimum is 1 hour and it's 2 million. There are no discounts. As in, person will just look and say 60 minutes is equal to 2 million. 30 minutes is equal to 1 million. 15 minutes should be 500,000. Can we do 15 minutes? I tell them no. It's 1 hour minimum. Okay, we'll get back to you. Now I never said UK people generally they stingy. No, tell ourselves truth. Or maybe that my experience with UK people is even good. They are not here to defend themselves. They can be. American people. Make I tell you my story with America. Now, so one guy called me. And that time my rate was 1.5. The guy called me, said, Daddy Freeze, I need to come to your live, blah, 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 blah. Come. Tell her, give him bill 1.5. As we they talk, he says, send account. Inside the conversation, I send account. Inside the conversation, I see credit. So I can't cut the call. That day, dollar now rose to 1.9. I now went, I was moaning and groaning. You know me. When something vexed me for real life, I they come online, come moan. That's why I did online, I they moan, they groan, they complain. As I finish that live, I just see a lot, 200K. This guy just send me 200K extra. He say, saying don't look and say, as I they complain about the exchange rate, make it add something on top the 1. I know ask him. Make it add something on top the 1.5. Because true, the exchange rate not really favor Nigerians. Meanwhile, the UK people are earning pounds that is stronger than the dollar. You will never do business with a UK person. May add money on top. Now, how you go remove, how you go cut the money, now you go there in mind from the very beginning. How you want to cut that money? The one will carry me, say, Daddy Freeze, all I need is 5 minutes. I'll come to your life for just 5 minutes. So you can pay me 200K AB. UK people, they could have try. Now, let's leave the UK people and enter UK women. I know my UK people go begin to complain, but did I lie? How many people have you ever seen on my live that say I'm from UK? How many? You will struggle. Even Nigeria people, they pay. UK people no dey gree pay. Now, a gentleman called Dele Olawale, you can see his, I'm not making this up. So he said, let me show you the screen so we can all read together. And I'm going to bring people up so they can have this conversation. So Dele Olawale says this, I picked this from Instablog, you could see there. The UK government and councils are toughening up on those who are calling the police for their spouses to take advantage of public funds and the immigration process. 2 Nigerian women had issues with their spouses last year and called the police. They were separated and one was given a council house in Leeds. The women have now been told to go and look for a certificate of sponsorship or leave the country. No more freebies. The women are looking for who to help them beg their spouses now. Some of you reading this post know this story. Last, some of you will learn, and you will learn the hard way. All right, you guys saw it. I didn't make it up. It's there as a story, and somebody put it up there. I've seen at least, somebody said I love the development. I've seen at least 3 to 4 cases in the UK and in Europe in general of women calling police for their husbands. They did not make it up. It exists. And these were people who were happily married in Nigeria, or they were managing their marriages, whatever it is in Nigeria. They got to the UK and things went south. Now, here's what I have to say here. Both men and women need to understand. Men take women abroad and then they want the madness they were doing in Nigeria to continue abroad. It will not work. That your woman, where they do your laundry, they wash your clothes, they cook for you. You no go work for UK, you go help them. The two of them go work together. And women too can take advantage of situations. If you have a man, but you are better off without a man. There was a story I read as soon as the woman came with her husband, she just collected the passports of the children. Her friends took the children away, and there told the man that they are no longer together. A lot, you see, you can only fool people for so long. Trump right now is also fighting against the 50-50 split up in a marriage. If me and you are married, if you are living, you go with 50-50. You go with 50% of my fortune. I've never believed in that. Whether it's the woman that is rich or the man that is rich, most of the time is usually the men that are rich. 20% of the time is the women that are rich. Nobody's entitled, so you stayed home and took over the children. How much is nanny work? How much is a nanny that you want to take 100 million out of my 200 million? How much is nanny work? You gave up your career. Your mates that did not give up their career, how much are they earning? Your mates, that your mother and sisters that did not give up their career that worked, how much did they earn? You'll be amazed, 1 million a year at most. Some people earn $60,000 a year. But then you say you sat at home and raised the billionaire's children or the millionaire's children. You now want half of his money because you gave up your dream. Please, what were you doing with the dream? Were you working at Microsoft? Were you a director at Microsoft? Were you a director in Microsoft that you are entitled to half of the man's money? I've always seen it as stupid. Or the woman's money, if the woman is the one rich. I've always seen it as a very stupid law. If you were married to me for 20 years, I should be given something reasonable to compensate you with, like $2 million or $3 million. Finish. I was watching Dr. Dre's talk about his life. Dr. Dre was like, he's no longer a slave to his kids. He's no longer married. He doesn't have to answer to anybody. You could tell the relief. All his kids are grown. You could tell the relief. You go there inside, the woman will want half of your marriage. It's not even giving you peace at home. So what do you want half of the money for? What did you do for me? No be worry, you worry my life. Some women are entitled, some women are deserve it. But when it becomes an entitlement, some women just marry rich men. Look at what they did to Tiger Woods. Now so marry house girl in McClary. I'll be waiting with that guy named House Girl. And the house get divorce and collect half in money or almost half in money. Scatter in career. So these are things that need to be looked into. Lazy women. I agree. Honor said, I agree. Some women take advantage of the system for one benefit or the other, making the real women go through real pain in bad marriages look bad. Absolutely, absolutely. But you see, human beings in general like taking advantages of loopholes. And Nigerians in general, women, Nigeria, thank you, Ifesi, women are milking that law. My mother can never ask my father for half of it. I'm sorry, I like using my mother as a yardstick. My mother, what does she need half of my father's wealth for? For what? When you're a woman and you are an achiever, you don't need your husband's wealth. And I always tell women, don't give up your dream and sit at home and take care of a man's child. And if you do, let there be some sort of compensation for it, but not that you take half of his money. So, that aside. Now, a lot of us have seen that these systems that were put in place to help and protect women are now being manipulated by women. The other day, I remember when Paulo, you've seen him on my live many times, Paulo Koye, was doing Kanu Heart Foundation in the early 2000s. That time he still had dreads. And there was a particular woman that they were trying to get visas for. Her child had a heart condition and they wanted to go and operate on the child in the UK. Kanu Heart Foundation. Kanu Wank was Heart Initiative. And the Peking died because they not give the Peking we won't go do surgery visa, but they give him mama we won't carry and go. So while they were trying to rectify it and get the visa, the Peking shall buy. So a lot of people were angry and they were like, no, this is not fair. How they go give Peking visa, but they don't go give the mama? And then somebody said something. Said there was a time in the 80s when Nigerians did not need visa. It was our behavior that made them start imposing visa on us. And they give you 2 weeks visa. You go abroad, you refuse to come back home. Your sister and mother and cousin that want to go, they will sanction them. So sometimes the way we behave, because we are taking advantage of a system. I say this all the time. Romanians are eligible for visa, what is it called? Waivers in America because they have less than 3% visa rejection. And for there to be 3% visa rejection over 5 years, it means Romanians that are going abroad are coming back and they are not rejecting them visa. When you go somewhere and you do something bad, you might get away with it, but it might be the next innocent victim that is coming behind that will use head and knock it. So when a woman goes abroad and sees that the situation favors her as a single mom, the government will take care of her, blah, 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 blah. She now divorces her husband or messes up with her spouse, and then is thrown out. The spouse is thrown out. His life is frustrated. Because in Nigeria, if you leave your husband, they go beg you. Your papa go tell you, say, go back home. You don't know what it is for a woman to leave a marriage in Nigeria. Now, hard work. Am I supporting that? Absolutely no. Women need to be able to leave toxic environments when they want to. But I'm also not supporting when women take advantage of the system for their own good. I don't talk past like that. Make I open my life, make other people come share their thoughts. If you live in the UK, it would be nice, very, very nice for you to come and share your thoughts. Most people don't like to talk. They just watch and go. And that is where I have a big problem. If I don't get anybody to come and share, you just want to gather and watch me. I don't tire. My eye, they pain me. I want to sleep. You favor me, make I sleep. You favor me, make I sleep. Now make I just stay here. They look for who no one talk. But by the time I can not even talk. Pop my money gun. If you're watching on TikTok, don't sleep. Then come and talk. When I don't want to talk, make only me they talk, make my mouth they pain me. Come on. Now disco we did this night.
Hello, Daddy Fools.
Hello, can we see your face? You are showing
Oh
us
my
blue
goodness.
light.
Daddy Fools, I just came back from work. I don't want to expose my body online, please.
You don't want to expose?
Myself, I just came back from work, so I'm not properly dressed. Yeah.
Tie towel, wear face cap.
Oh my goodness, Daddy Freeze.
Biko,
Not
we
properly
need you.
dressed.
What do you mean not properly dressed? Where?
No, like, I'm tired, I'm lying on the bed, I'm just going through my phone. Please, Daddy Freeze, pardon me for today. Just today, please. I beg. Just for today, please. I'm so tired.
Okay, no problem. The
So
person with the
tired.
inside black, you waiting be your own problem.
Moi. Okay, sorry. Is it me?
No, not you. Your own. They should be your own. They light, Abi. Where you are is there
No,
light.
no, I'm the one in darkness. The one speaking to you
Okay,
is
the
the one
one
in
that is
darkness.
inside blue with a ring light in the background. Can you please show your face?
Okay.
Not you then. You help me press X.
Okay.
You, brother, Abi sister.
X, okay.
Show your face. This one I ain't gonna tire me now. Now so we go watch ceiling now. If I block this person, I go be like say I the wicked to less privileged. Okay, I shall block him. He don't lock up that line now. No go fit. Shades of greens. Oh yeah, you come and talk. I don't get energy to talk today. Somebody sent me a message, Daddy Freeze, what you said about this about the Hollywood legend. What's it mean? That bros name. That bros where I talked about earlier on today. The Nollywood legend. What's it mean name? Oh no, where's this thing now? I don't forget any Patrick Doyle. Say waiting I talk about Patrick Doyle no good. Say why should women be showing off their why should you show off Lamborghini and Patek when your family members have not eaten? See, this is what I've been wearing for the last 2 weeks. Chopard, 18 karat gold and diamond. I have members of my extended family we never chop. If you value that watch, I know how expensive it is. It does not mean I will not buy my watch because I have members of my extended family who have not eaten. They'll be all right. No be me bring them come this world. So for me, I know they like hear that thing. I try my best for members of my extended family to the best level at which I do it, to the best of my ability. And that's why I don't know too many of them, because the more of them I know, the more their problems I need to solve. So I will work hard from Sunday to Sunday, gather my money. In the middle of the night, I'm working. My family members are sleeping. It is now my responsibility to go and feed them. They never see hunger. When hunger jam them where they go get up, go find work. So that to me is really, really off. And I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. I don't believe I owe members of my extended family who are not doing well. So I will not buy Lambo. I will not live my life. Let me ask you a question. If the members of my family had the money, would they give me? If now members of my extended family now ain't get that Lambo, them go give them. The girl who they complain about, they go give them. Then they now said what I said was not good, that I said that the members of her family, don't they have quick? Can they use their own quick to make money? You are saying the way a woman make her money no good. Say, na quick she sell, take make money. You want chop inside the money of quick. You don't get quick. I'll tell you a story. I can never forget this story. I was in University of Ibadan. During that Ife Modakeke crisis, there was a woman who was living in Ife Modakeke. She had a daughter in UI. So the daughter now runs girl. Now so inside that wall, they go burn their mama house. Burnt everything. They were left with nothing. So they shall ran to UI. Girl with this school, we suppose they face her book. Can't they sell her quick? Take rent one small room for the mama and the brother. Make that they live, at least make that they okay while they sort themselves out at home. So every 2-3 days, you get picking for school. I go still go meet her for that. Where you know say she not get any work where she they do apart from this quick, where she they sell. So you go meet the girl will give you your mama feed the money. So that thing was going on until one day the brother now went to meet the mother, that the sister in UI. I shall see the brother, sabi them, everybody sabi them. That's why I see the brother tying face. Waiting happen. Eh, they say the brother go meet the sister, say, in mama say me bring money. Say she want so ashwebi for one village thing where they do. The girl can't tell the brother, say, things are hard. She not get money. See me go tell mama, say, money no day. 9, the brother can't tell am, say, which money no day. So we know the work way they do, no be your quick, you they sell. Say, make you go find money, say, mama need money. Now the sister tell the brother, say, that quick where they sell, mama get them. Make she sell her own. Take use and get money. Because I'm a student, I don't see why I should be selling my quick to be feeding you. If your mama to get the quick, make she carry and go sell. Collect the money, go buy a shwebi. Now, so the brother brush him. This thing they talk no be smart thing. Boys come here, they won't brush the brother, but luckily for the brother shall go. And that thing, it's that thing, I think you won't come give person deadline on top your own money. Say, how you go say money no day? We know the work where you they do. That work where they do. Mom if you do am, mama no get quick. At least people our age they will go buy the quick. Make she go sell her own. When they give her the money, make she use and go buy the ashwebi. You cannot be forcing me as a student in school after renting room for you, after feeding, sending you feeding money every 2-3 days. Say they do runs. That thing where I use they do the runs. Mommy get them. Make she too go use them, go do runs. So what I wanted to say at the end of the day is sometimes we give bad names to people where they do things, where they judge them, they laugh them, but we want to eat out of their money. That one I disagree. They said the girl they flaunt her Patek, they flaunt her Lambo. Yeah, I don't know her source of income, and I'm not going to justify income that cannot be justified. However, I don't have a problem with people flaunting what they have. Now you get them, show them. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe if they don't know your source of wealth, then or source of income, then it can have its own disadvantages. Yeah, I get it. But if you get them, why you not go show them? The only problem I have is when people wear fake. For me, that fake is a no. I was going through my watches today and I came upon this watch. I got this watch in 2010, 15 years ago. This is a Tissot. This is PVD, physical vapor deposition. The gold there, the rose gold edge. is PVD. It has not peeled. It's not pure gold though. This is pure gold. Everything here is gold except the clasp. 18 karat gold. You can look at it from the inside. It's all 18 karat gold. On the side, you've got some amethysts and then some diamonds. This, on the other hand, is, I remember buying it then for about $500 or $600 15 years ago. The strap is still, no creases, no breaks, 15 years, 2010. The strap is still perfect. So instead of you buying this, for instance, this is Cartier with diamonds on an aftermarket strap. Instead of going, this will set you back like 30K. Instead of going to buy this one, the fake of it, for $400 or $500 or $600, why don't you buy the original of this? That's just the thought. Why don't you buy the original? And I would rather buy a Tissot after using this for 15 years. I would rather buy a Tissot than a Versace or a Gucci watch. This is a Swiss watch, and the finish is in. I have no watch that the strap has lasted 15 years. My Hublots, yes, Hublots also make very good straps, but Hublots start from about 12K. Some of the ones I have are 30K, 25K. But this is a $500 watch. So guys, if you not get money to buy Cartier or Rolex, just buy Tissot. By the way, I just said I would just share that. Just buy Tissot or Tissot or whatever they call them. They're a fantastic watch brand and you will get value for your money. Those are my thoughts. They are really nice watches and you will really... Illumizis. At the where I'm come, I've worn it and worn it and worn it. I wore it too. It's a very good watch. Someone say Tissot, not Tissot. It's about Tissot. I don't know. It's Swiss, so it can be Tissot. Look at all these cows. Anyway, waiting concern me. 10 more minutes and I'm out. If nobody agree, come. I don't tell you now down, so I don't get power to talk. So anybody want to come help me talk? And I want to go warm suya where I go chop this night because I did. Chichi, God will bless you, Jare. Thank you for coming. Where you there? Let me remove the... Yeah, so hey, turn it up, make the TV no show. Now person content. Yeah, let me turn off the TV. All right. Should have let me back. She no longer... Oh, yeah. That's... So I say PMP, aka poor man picking. I never hear that one. No, the lights are off. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to put my jacket on. You're trying to put my jacket. Are you cold? I'm a very cold person. You a quick cold? Oh, yeah. Mom is terrible. Really? Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? Everybody is fine. How are you doing? All right. I'm doing great. Okay. So, go ahead. What are your thoughts about this UK matter? The quick matter. Any one of the matter, say UK women, they use their office. They
Oh,
use
yeah.
and try frustrate their
I
husbands.
saw I saw that article. I didn't actually. I read it, but I could not finish it. Where they were saying, I don't know. And everybody has issues. I don't know. Women, this big matters is getting ridiculous, to be honest.
Tell me, what are your thoughts? Why do you say it's getting ridiculous?
Because why would you? It's a personal thing and it's a choice. Because some people say, oh, they're doing it because they are broke, or like you. There was something you were saying that, oh, you can understand when somebody is broke and this person is doing this thing because the person is broke, versus somebody doing it because they want to get a Lambo. It's it's a personal thing. I don't think you can do such thing because you're broke. You understand? So for it to go that far, that means there has to be an intent. There's so many things to be done. There's so many business to be done. When there's so many things you can do. You don't have to, you know. Okay, I want to share a little story. It might sound somehow, but I'm gonna share this story. Hello,
Please
Daddy
go ahead.
Freeze.
Hello, brother. She's talking. She's talking. Mute your mic. I'll bring you on when it's
So
your turn. Go ahead, Chichi.
I used to come from a very, very poor home. My mother was so poor, very poor. When I mean poor, I mean like poor. So my parents were not that great, but I was just this young, beautiful girl. Everybody wanted me, and I felt, I just know how you feel like you're on top of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I had every opportunity to marry the most, at that point, to marry a wealthy person, but I didn't.
Okay.
I did not. My husband, he was in school. I never knew we were going to ever get married, but he was in school. You know, we didn't, we just loved each other. That's it. I had when I was going to university, I'm not joking. There will be I get my school fees paid off, everything. I was so in there, like people were ready to like my dad will come and say, this person wants to marry you. This person, I refused and I said no because I loved my husband. I didn't care. He was broke just like I am. We didn't have anything. Those days, he used to be like machinery. He goes to different schools. He was smart. He goes to different schools. He will, go to different schools, go and do machinery. He will bring the money. We'll just go carry our small thing. We didn't have anything, but there was. So if somebody like me, I know a lot of people are like me, like that are there that could do it. So it's not like I had every opportunity to be that person that I can get a car. I had that opportunity, but I let love rule, right? So women coming out and saying, some people say, oh, they have to sell their quick to. To me, I've known my husband for 20. This the other day he was just like, I think it's about time we do our anniversary. I'm a very you will think I'm a very private person. I'm like, no, we're not doing anything. So when women do things like that, is the question is, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What are you up to? What do you want in life? You can make it happen if you want to. But all this fake selling and all those things, that was even when there was no social media. There was no, you had every opportunity to even do worse things and nobody will catch you. You understand? Unlike where this one you be trailing, people will see you and you might, you might be caught and they throw you. No, so if if we can still have women that can now stand by their man, like Where are these women? I need to see them. Where are they? They're nowhere to be found. They're nowhere to be found. I've been knowing my husband. Anybody that knows me, I've been knowing my husband for more than 27 years. So we've had our ups and downs. It's not a perfect marriage. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's real. And I believe that women can still, we have those women out there. And don't let social media or any pressure you. Because what? You can still be who you want to be. I don't believe in all this selling quick. So anybody selling quick, you want to sell the quick. It's a choice. You want to. You already have the intent. Yes. Not because my mother was sick. My words. Not because my father was sick. My mother was. No. You wanted to. You're just looking for the right moment to just bring out what is in you. So all this fake selling, I'm not an advocate for it. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but if I know that women like me are still out there. I know that.
All right. My brother here, God bless you, my sister. I really appreciate that story. And to be very honest, it is what I'm always looking for in the women that I keep around me. Women who can earn their own stuff, who don't have to sell themselves. Yes, at the end of the day, those that have chosen to, there's nothing we can do. We are not their parents. But I would rather a woman held herself and refused to sell herself. To me, it matters a whole lot. So, my brother, what's your own story?
Um, Good evening, Daddy Freeze. I am not in the UK. I'm in Canada. But what I can say about this whole abroad marriage and separation is that, to begin with, it depends on the context of the marriage, how the man and the woman met each other in the first place is one of the things that we need to consider when we are talking about these separations. Because here in Canada, I've seen a whole lot of Nigerians and Africans. Because of the institution where I work, I'm a banker. So when most people are going through separation, they usually come for their account statement and the rest of them, right? Because most people want to prove that they don't have anything, they are bankrupt, or you will see a situation where people maybe they give a cash gift sometimes in the past. It's really crazy because you see someone coming to trace maybe a check they gave like 10 years ago, coming to see if they can get a copy of it. And those things are what was given mutually when things were going well. And
sorry, my brother, 1 second. The lady that just joined us, can you show your face, please?
Hello, Daddy Frame. My name is Fanta.
Can you please show your face? I don't like bringing people that don't show their face. It makes the viewing very bad. You can see everybody else has their face. Some people can allow it. I don't, because I want people who are viewing at home to have a good viewing experience. I don't like them to be seeing ceiling, block, darkness. No. So please show your face. And everybody who comes to I show my face. Anything where I talk with my mind. People can hide behind the shadow and say something, and then they'll say it was said on Daddy Free's live, but they can't hold the person because they don't know who the person be.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I have a call. I have a bad.
It doesn't matter. We'll see your face now. Carry tissue. They wipe your face. What do you say your name was again?
My name is Fanta.
As in Fanta, like Coke.
Right.
Okay.
I like that name.
So Fanta, tell us your story.
Aja, can you give me a second, please?
Can we see your face? You are just showing your head, Fanta.
Oh my God.
Can you see
I
the
think
other
I
people
have
that
to
are?
come back.
Okay, go and come back.
Yeah.
Press X.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So anybody that sends me an invite, please, guys, you will show your face. You can see these fine people that are here. My brother, please continue your story. It was just that she was sending me requests back to back.
Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, so it's really crazy what happens here in the Western world when you see people going through separation. But one thing that I've noticed that, like because usually I see a lot of people and a few of them have opportunity of sharing their story with me in the office. But one thing I've noticed that most people who go through separation in the Western world, if you look at their story from the beginning, is not always genuine. Like you notice that they are coming together is not always genuine. Because in the Western world, there are equal opportunity for both women and men to earn money. If the woman is working, they can earn money as well. If the man is working, they earn good money, depending on the career paths they both have. So I know some career pays higher than the other, especially people in the medical field earn more money than other people.
Fields,
But
yeah.
yeah, if we look at it critically, in a situation like I have a family friend that he came to Canada when he was very young, and then he met a Jamaican woman, and then they got married. Eventually, that marriage did not work, and then he lost the house. After the whole thing, he lost the house to the lady. But in his own case, there were issue of domestic violence. So he was
Just
not
say DV because of our.
yeah, so he was
Just say
really
DV.
giving the woman basbos. So, and in as much as the lady tried to make that marriage work, um, because they had a daughter together. As at the time they were separating, the daughter was like 16 years old, going to 17. But because the guy was giving the woman, she could not bear it for over 5 years. That kind of thing started, and then at a point she could not bear it. Even though the Oga lost the house to the woman at the end of the day, at the point like after like 5 years down the road, he did realize that it was really his fault. He actually wanted to go back to the lady, but the door were shut already. Like the woman didn't want to take him back. But in 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 some situations, like in different cases, I've seen a case where someone brings someone from back home, from Niger, enter Canada like this. Within 3 months, that marriage hit the rock. It wasn't working anymore because the lady had the intention of the marriage was not clear from the beginning. So if the government is really doing something about the way the property should be shared or who get money or not, it's a good thing, because somebody cannot be here for 20 years, and at the end of the day, you just carry somebody come in less than 2 years, and I go divide everything half-half. It don't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense. Okay, now can I say something? Yeah. At the end of the day, the question is, who are you getting married to? And who are you? Important. Who are you to? Because sometimes it takes two for it to work. It really actually does take two for it. There is a lot of work to be put in, both on the male side and on the female side. So it's so if it's when it turns to like it is going one sided, the other side feels cheated. And this, I wouldn't say, I don't want to say like this generation, because even in my generation, there's a lot of divorce as well. And I noticed like when when some men get to like, when their wife get to like 40, they tend to leave their wife. I don't know why. I've seen that a lot going on right now. When their wives is like around 40, 41, 40, this is exactly what's going on. Some of them leave their wife here and go to Nigeria and have a girlfriend or even start a different a family over there. So that's the trend now. So a lot of women are at that age where when they get to that age, they are scared. Oh, is he gonna leave me? Everybody's like, and if you get to that point, there's no trust. And if there's no trust, everybody's at that age, and maybe you have that plan of doing something like that. And then if the woman don't allow it to happen, then you want to divorce. Then you start the buzz boost. So the question is, why are people so into uh, people are not as sacrificial as they used to be? You understand? Why so much hate? So much hate. No, the hate is too much.
Don't use
So
that
much
word.
hate,
Don't
so
use
much
that word.
self. Oh, so much self-centeredness. You understand? People don't like each other the way they're supposed to, and nobody's ready to like. Oh, okay. Like when my husband came to America before me, and I came after. He didn't have anything. He didn't have nothing, but I'm proud. He went to school. I went to school, and we're doing great. We're doing so wonderful now. We're doing more than wonderful. But we had to sacrifice. This person had to go to school first, then after that. So I don't want to go through that. But the thing is, who are you? Who are you marrying? You need to understand who you're marrying. Knowing that, this thing is meant for me, and there's some level of sacrifice that has to be done for this thing to work. Not for one person to come and when you sacrifice for one person, the other person is planning how to turn around and make you a slave, or turn around and collect money from you. So
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Um, One thing that people need to understand is that abroad marriage is they are all marriage, but is a little bit different from the marriage settings we have back home. In abroad, two people has to make marriage work, because in a situation that you're living anywhere abroad, UK, Canada, Australia, and you have, for instance, if people have like two kids, if both parties are not putting good energy to make sure that that family is working, it's going to be very difficult on the woman, on the lady, because somebody has to take those kids to school. When they come back, somebody have to give them attention. Like back home, your neighbors can actually help you take care of your kids, but abroad, it's just you and your wife. So a lot of things are involved when you come to abroad marriage, and people need to, both men and women need to understand that if you're if you're if you're married abroad and you are planning to have kids, know that you bring out your time. This one will be say, "Oga, don't go back work, come back. Somebody will collect bag, keep for you." It's like it doesn't work like that abroad, because most times.
This lady here has not spoken. I want to hear from her.
Okay.
My dear sister with the beautiful bonnet. Go on. We have two sisters with bonnets and two guys with caps. This life balance, yeah. Two guys with caps on one side and two sisters with bonnets on the other side. Go ahead, my darling.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I've been on this your life, both on Facebook, and I love your life so much.
Oh, thank you very much.
I've been on this one, yes. I want to say also that I am so grateful for everything you've been doing. Educating our young people, because a lot is going on, and sometimes I just read, I'm like, oh my God, what is this? Like this my sister just said, our stories sound similar. And sometimes when I read what is going on, especially in Nigeria, I'm like, I can't relate to these things. So I'm so happy to be here, and I think two things you guys are discussing about marriages in abroad, if I'm correct, and about the Lamborghini, views flying around. So I wanted to share that, like everybody here has said, the marriage in the abroad is quite different, like the what's happening in Nigeria. And living in America, well, I was married. I married when I was back home. Even though I married, then immediately I came over here to America. I came here before my husband. And 2 years later, he came and joined me. And I've known my husband since, like, this my sister said, I was telling sound the same, like, going on 26 years now. And we've been married for over 17 years with 4 children. You know, we have a very beautiful marriage. I'm not going to lie to you. And we have our challenges, you know, here and there. But I think, you know, like everybody said here, the problem I think people have is they are marrying for the wrong reason, you know. That's what I figured out. People marry for the wrong reason. They don't just marry who they truly love because, like this person said something that is hate. How do you just go marry somebody you don't like? You know, I don't just understand it. I think these people that are having this problem, both in Nigeria and in abroad, is because they married somebody they didn't like or love. You know, they marry for whatever reason, selfish reason. That's why it doesn't work. Because if you truly love someone, I believe you should know, put in your 100% and make sure you see the thing work. But when you marry for whatever reason, and when that thing is no longer there, that's where the trouble starts. And marriage is not like it's not a child's play. You have to put in the work. Two of you have to be really committed, you know. So that's the thing. I don't know why people can't just, you know, be contented with whatever they have and work to make the marriage work. You know, I don't just understand it. And when it comes to these things our sisters are doing, selling their bodies, me too, I can't relate. I'm not trying to be self-righteous, you know, but I can't just relate, honestly. Like this my sister said, most of us didn't come from a wealthy family, but you just have to do, you know, how you were raised. Like me, I'm not gonna say I'm rich or whatever, but there's nothing you can, you know, give me today that will make me go do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Since this news broke out, I've been reading, I'm like, I see most of our young people supporting this lady. They don't see anything wrong in that kind of behavior. And this thing, you know, worry me a lot. Because I have young kids too. I have teenagers and I have toddlers. So, man, I'm so worried about the future generation. You know, I don't just get it. How can you just sell your body for whatever? I don't care if it's Lamborghini. Most of them are like, oh, at least she have a high, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't care, you know. Everybody loves good life. Yes, I love good life. But I'm not going to go that extra mile. If I really need something, maybe because of my mentality have changed. I don't know. Even when I was back, I wasn't like that. My father in particular made sure, like, if you come home wearing somebody's clothes, you're going to tear that clothes. So, you know, we imbibe that behavior and all that. You have to, you know, be contented with what you have. So, if I want something, I really work for it. I work for it. And in abroad, like, most women have that mentality, like, nobody owes you anything, not even your husband. I think that if you say that all the time, I keep saying that the difference is different. You know, it's quite different. I listened to his live this morning when he was talking about, you know, buying gifts for the wife. I was laughing. I was at work. I couldn't comment. I was laughing. I'm like, this is the same way we operate in my house. Like, I do most of the things. Like, when I get money, I get paid, I buy things. I don't even wait for my husband. I go to grocery store. I take my kids, buy them clothes, buy them shoes. We don't really do. My husband pays the bills, you know. He pays the bills. And sometimes if I need money, I just, you know, say, can you give me money? Sometimes he even give me without me asking. He buy me stuff. Sometimes if I see something I think he likes, I buy for him. So we don't just, you know, like, trying to be selfish or whatever. I don't just understand how people, you know, do this. But for me, I operate in a different level. I think that's what have worked for me. So when I listen to that this morning, I'm like, this is how we operate too. You know, you have that mentality as a woman. You have the everything it takes to work and buy things for yourself. You don't have to wait for a man to do everything for you. So in Nigeria, I see most of the married women, they are there. They are just waiting for the man to do everything. Even some of them that are working, they are hiding the money. You see some of them have money, the man is struggling, they can't even bring out this money to help. Man, I read this and I'm like, what? You know, the men are struggling. You want this man to love you, you are not beneficial in any way, you don't help him, you don't do anything, you are just there, housewife, nothing. You know, some of them have good potential, but they don't want to use it. They're just there, nothing. You're not adding any value to the man and you want him to value you. So when you talk about these things, they're like, oh, why are you sounding like this? I understand. The mentality is not the same. So sometimes I don't even worry. I just go listen to people that understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my little contribution.
I think social media is a huge influence on this issue.
Yeah.
So please, everybody, train your children, engrave in them the actual morals, and we hope and pray that they turn out to what we want them to be. Because sometimes some of them come from a very beautiful home and they turn out to be something else. Because the social media has a huge influence on these children. So this is, unfortunately, this is where we are. So as I always say, who are you? So whoever you are actually will manifest. So dear.
And I think there are some people who have too much money in Nigeria. What I've heard in the last 1 week, men will buy G-Wagon of 350 million naira. I don't think people in America are able to afford the lifestyle that the rich in Nigeria can afford. I'm not sure you can.
It's not possible.
As in, the things I've heard are abnormal. You understand? See, but those two Lambos, they say that men buy them, and no be the same man, are different men.
Voila.
And those Lambos are 400 million naira and above. You understand? Say those men, you know how they always talk, if you get money for this Nigeria, you know, go come out Nigeria, leave them. Because the life where you enjoy for Nigeria, nobody go give you for abroad. You understand? One guy told me that one of those girls used to go, that one of them actually had a Bentley and now a Lambo. So it's not like the girl was coming from poverty. Say the girl now big girl. Say if she dey go club, you know normal girls will go to club under a man. The men will now be spending. Say she dey go, they burn 10 million for club as babe by herself. And they say nasty men they behind. Baba, the kind men where they this Nigeria now just cut cap. I weak.
That's true.
As in men they. As in men, I've always known that I live among lions. But what I heard, as in even me and my neighbor, we just sit down, they look at ourselves, say, oh boy, now some people they see this money. As in, you will hear stories that will make you afraid. They say they stay for penthouse for Banana Island and the rent is 50 million a year. Not to buy, rent.
50 million.
50 million a year. That's not, they don't own it, though. They are renting for 50 million a year. As in, the way boys get money for this Niger. And I don't want to talk past, make I know. Well, now waiting I hear, I don't know, I know they there on a reported speech. As in, I just gentle. I calm down. I've seen money in this Nigeria before. But the one way I hear past the one way I see. I've seen people.
That phrase, you know, the level of societal pressure in Nigeria. If you don't have money, it's difficult to live in Nigeria.
It's difficult.
The level of societal pressure you see in Nigeria is very high. On a high side, you can't get that in Canada. Here, nobody even, if you like, go on a private jet. Nobody notices you.
Cares. Yeah, even in America, nobody cares.
Like who cares? Who cares really?
But
anyway,
Nigeria,
we don't talk our own.
Nobody cares, but Nigeria has.
Somebody say 50 million. Where are you 6 years save? Now 1 year rent. after if you pay them for January, by December the money don't over. One guy
How
say
much will they can't take build house when
If
it's
you,
next
if
50
you live
million?
if you live
50
in
million go
Nigeria,
build
you
your
just
house.
have to
You go build your
you have
house.
to learn to be content. Contentment.
That's
If you're
why
not
sometimes
content,
sometimes I don't blame this youth because it look like if you don't have anything in Nigeria, nobody regards you. That's why everybody is hustling to be rich so that they can get some form of recognition. That's why I don't blame them. Some of these youths are very naive. They don't have role models around them, so you don't really blame them. You don't blame them. The pressure is too much. You have to really, really be strong to give a blind eye to what is going on. It's just too much. It's just too much. It takes the grace of God to resist this temptation. Everywhere you look, like, especially when you are hardworking, you are putting in the work, and then you see all these girls living the life. You'll be asking yourself, like, is your own different? I don't really blame them sometimes.
Then you see,
I don't blame them.
abroad, I've always said this thing: if you need to be poor in this life, just be poor abroad. Don't be poor in Nigeria. The poor people abroad still will live a good life, and you will not
Yes.
feel intimidated by the rich.
No.
Yes.
You
Not
see,
at
in
all.
Nigeria,
Not in any way. In
if you
any
are
form.
poor, if you
Yeah.
are earning less than 500,000 naira a month, you are poor. And the poverty will show for your body.
Yeah.
The poverty will show. You will struggle with so many things. And then the people around you, as imagine somebody where in 1 year's salary, now 2.4 million naira. Then you come here say one person buy Lamborghini of 400 million. You go on mad.
That's true, honestly.
Baba,
The BP go just high.
for Lekki where they stay,
Oh.
for Lekki where they stay, that Lamborghini na water, that Euros. I saw like 3 today on the road. One nearly jammed me. If the reverse come meet me, I had to horn for him. Say, hey, look road. You understand? Now water.
Yeah. People.
For you to get car where nobody gets, for this Lagos, you got to try. You as in the way people they drive the car, you go think say it's cheap.
No, people drive luxurious cars in Nigeria way more than you see luxurious cars abroad. Though. How many Lamborghini did you see here in 1 month? But honestly,
For Lagos.
if it
I saw your response to that Nollywood actor that said something about how the girl bought Lambo when her family is struggling, her extended family. Oh my God! I listened to what you said. I'm like, that is the same thing I always tell people. Why should I not buy what I like because my family members are struggling? That's another thing. Please, can you talk about this? Because I don't just understand.
I will talk about it tomorrow. I will talk about it
Yes.
tomorrow. Make I go sleep.
Okay,
Daddy Freeze.
Someone said,
Thank you so much for bringing us.
John said, Daddy Freeze,
for everything you're doing.
I go mad because some have what I can't afford. Daddy Freeze, I have met wealthy people, but it does not move me. It doesn't move me either. I will come and gist you guys about it and say, you know what, this is what I've seen, this is what I've seen, this is what I've seen. But I like good things of life, in life and of life. And I like to work for my good things. I'm up at this time of the night because I have to work. I don't play with my work, and I'm married to a woman who does not play with her work either. But my belief is if I don't make them, I don't make them be that. And if I can make it, I will make it.
To live the life.
One thing I will never give up is my sleep, my peace of mind, my happiness. All those people who are in EFCC detention now one thing they do. Now one thing they do, take upgrade themselves, we not work, we hook. Always keep that at the back of your mind.
Legit money,
nine be the
legit money
best.
is hard.
So guys, I love you guys. Good night, Chichi.
All right,
My
Daddy
sister
Freeze.
in the
Right.
colorful bonnet. What's your name?
Vivian. My name is Vivian.
Vivian. Thank you very much. Make sure you join us all the time. Vivian
Yeah,
Chibuzo.
I'm always here, but I never requested to join.
Oh yeah,
I will join
request.
again.
And my brother,
Everybody.
what's your
Good
name?
night. Good night.
My brother,
Good
what's your
night.
name?
Good night, Daddy Freeze.
What's your name, brother?
I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Thank you very much. Chichi Obama, my sister from way back. God bless you. God bless you all.
Bye,
We
yo.
we
Okay.
coagulate
Good
again
night.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All
All
right.
right.